What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the North Texas Dynasty on College Football 26. Today, we resume Year 5 with two more conference opponents, a rematch against Sawyer Anderson and the Arizona Wildcats from last year's conference championship. We ended up blowing them out, but the first half was close, and whenever we played in the regular season, it was very close as well. Arizona not having as good a year at 3-3, but still in conference championship contention with only one conference loss. We, on the other hand, are the number 4 team in the nation, and we are on quite the regular winning streak. Regular season winning streak is what I'm trying to say here. Taking a look at our stats approaching the halfway point. Baker, don't love to see the 5 interceptions, but still a very productive senior season. Going to be hard to say goodbye to him after this year. Jermecco Green finally getting going, but still only 1 touchdown to show for it. Bryce Baker leads our rushing touchdowns with 4, looking to use his mobility as much as we can. Shakir Capps, the wide receiver 1. Jimmy Lang and Branson getting warmed up. Alex Marler as well starting to get in a groove. Lionel Miles, young stud. Rico Wooten is our tackle leader, the All-American. Looking at our sack leader, that's going to be Devontae Carlisle. You also see Rashad Sterling up there. A lot of young guys on the defensive end that are really stepping up. Rico Wooten leading interceptions as well in front of Deshaun Combs and Mike Strange. But here is your top 25. USC, along with 3 other undefeated teams in LSU and Oregon, are ahead of us. We are ahead of UCLA. You got Nebraska, Clemson, Texas, a team that we've beaten 3 years in a row, is still top 10. And looking at the conference standings, we are playing Boise in the game after, the only other team that is undefeated in Big 12 play besides us. And if you guys are familiar with the Dynasty, we do have a rivalry with Boise State. We added them back to the Big 12 after they won the American Conference twice, which we added to them as well. Looking at Arizona, 3-3 record, losses to BYU, Virginia Tech, and Fresno State, but they did beat a ranked Kansas State in conference, and they only have 1 conference loss, so they're still fighting for their conference championship. Maybe potential playoff lives if they can go on a hot streak here, but Bryce Baker, the goal in this video, other than to beat our 2 conference opponents, we do have a little mini rivalry with Arizona, but we are the big brother in this matchup. Against Boise, if I can go back and count the years, I think we are 2-2 against them. So this is going to be, or maybe we're 1-2. I don't know. They have had our number a few times in the past, but that's going to be Daryl Branson to get it going right away here on the road. The toe tap. We've got a 3rd and 5 for the offense. Baker trying to make his Heisman case. Scrambling out. It's a green bean to Shakir Capps, our wide receiver 1, the true sophomore who truly came out of nowhere in this dynasty, and that's going to be a heck of a gain for him. He's aura farming in midfield right there. 2nd and 5. Randy Bertone checks into the game. Do we give it to him here? No, it's looking like a pass play. Baker from the shotgun again. A quick strike to Alex Marler, the wide receiver 1, positional-wise, depth chart-wise, and he's going to get a nice gain right there. Nice catch and route there. That's going to be up the gut to Jermecco Green, who's got a block. Green is going to find open space in the Hardin Fry alternate uniforms, and a quick start at Arizona to go up 7-0 here in conference play. Arizona, led by the senior Sawyer Anderson. We have had his number in the past, but he always puts up a good fight against us. Very skilled, can do a little bit of everything, passing and running the ball. Here we go for the Wildcats, 1st and 10. Looking to respond here. Wide receiver screen out the gate is going to pick up a 1st down. Taken out of bounds by Deontay Ibrahim. And we know the Wildcats like to run the hurry-up offense, which a lot of teams try to do against us. It doesn't really work. Here we go, up the gut. That's going to be Silgia is going to have a 9-yard gain right there on his first rush. At the A of the Arizona logo, do you guys think Arizona, the 1 seed, or potentially a 1 seed, play action here for Anderson? That's a dime! But good defense from Kohler to knock that one loose. What a good aggressive throw. But as I was saying, do you guys think Arizona is going to win March Madness this year? Me, typically, Arizona is one of those teams I have no reason to dislike them, as that is a dime and a conversion on 3rd and 1. I have no reason to dislike Arizona. They're just always good, so I typically find myself rooting against them. I'm feeling like an Elite 8 year for Arizona, but I'm not exactly sure. I'm very much so a college basketball casual fan. But Steven Ahmad rushes the quarterback there. They're going to go for it here, 4th and 3. We're manning up. Can the defense get them off the field? This will be a lot of momentum here. Anderson looking for anyone's. Way too much time for Anderson. He might have a touchdown. Sylvia taken down at the 1-yard line, and you know this is more than likely going to get punched in right here. First and goal. We're sending the house. Can anyone get in the backfield? It will not happen. A tying touchdown there for the Wildcats, and that just comes down to our lack of pressure on that 4th down. First and 10 for Baker, looking to clap back over the middle. That's Jimmy Lang who's going to follow a block on a drag and pick up 9. 2nd and 10 here for the Mean Green. From the shotgun, Baker. Looking over the middle, a green bean once again. That's going to be Isaiah Tatt, our wide receiver 5, taking advantage of his route right there. A 19-yard gain for him. 7-7. Back to the run game, Jermecco Green trying to get him warmed up for the postseason. He was huge last year, and if he continues to run the ball like this, 3 rushes, 47 yards, we can rely on him and lean on him against these big-time schools. Let's give it to him again. Beautiful blocking, beautiful space, good field vision, 64 yards on 4 rushes. 2nd and 9 here. I got a train in the background. Apologies for that. From the shotgun, Baker looking for an open man. That's going to be Marler. Marler jukes out the DB, and he will find a touchdown. And I'm so happy to finally see Alex Marler getting into a groove, as he doesn't have a lot of experience, but he's a 90 overall. We got to get him more involved, and that was a beautiful highlight right there. 14-7 now, play action for Arizona. We did get pressure this time, but not able to bring down the running back in the backfield. Really thought we would have got there in time, and that will be the end of your first quarter. 14-7, very strong quarter from North Texas, but you would have liked to have got them to turn the ball over on downs, but Sawyer Anderson so far better passing completion percentage than Bryce Baker. Doesn't mean much, but they are moving the ball, and they got the advantage of receiving after half. Let's see what will happen. Shotgun snap for Anderson. That's going to be a dime on the curl route. He hangs on to it. 2nd and inches. It would be converted to another 1st and 10 here. 8 minutes left in this first half. From the shotgun, here is Anderson looking for a man, a beautiful out route, but an even better hit stick right there. Regardless, it's a 6-yard gain. Sending pressure now in the single back formation. 2nd and 4 for Anderson. They're going to go back to Silgia this time, who finds an outside edge. Only a gain of 1 right there. It'll bring out the hurry-up offense for a 3rd and 3. And we know Arizona, they're not afraid to go for it, especially after losing to us the past 2 times. Anderson, shotgun look, finds a man, and it gets jarred loose on the hit. And they're going to go for it one more time, just as I said. Would have liked for them to settle for 3 here, but they're playing for momentum. I get it. Anderson out of the backfield has enough time, finds a man. He gets hit short, and the rest of the Mean Green pounce on him. That's a turnover on downs, and a great highlight for this defense in the red zone. They would get us to a 3rd and 5 though, but luckily Jimmy Lang on that drag is going to convert right there. 2nd and 13 here for Baker. They're sending a lot of defenders. I know that's open space. Shakir Caps, the run after the catch, is going to get a very fat chunk of yards right there. And Caps has been so good on receiving yards after the catch this season. 1st and 10. Baker gonna pick his spot and scramble out using his scrambling ability up to the 25. What a beautiful give and go right there for Baker. Saw his opportunity and takes off with it. 2nd and 9 back in Arizona territory, looking to go up 2 possessions here. That's going to be Daryl Branson on the drag. He's going to pick up a 1st down right there. 1st and 10 here. Baker looking at the QB blast. They've got the perfect defensive coverage for it. Our blocks are there. Baker's trying to squeeze through the defense right there. Glad to see he didn't get hurt there or fumble. That's a 7-yard gain. 2nd and 3 by himself in the shotgun. They're sending a blitz over the middle. Touchdown, Shakir Caps, number 8 on the season for number 11. He has been magnificent and is surely to go down as a Mean Green legend, along with QB Bryce Baker. Having an excellent game so far. That was a nice juke move right there. Arizona's trying to get some points here before halftime. 2.5 left in this first half here for Sawyer Anderson and the Wildcat offense. What do they got here? Shotgun snap. They're going to go play action. A dime over the middle, and the tight end climbs the ladder to heaven to bring that one down. 1st and 10 inside the mean green 30, trying to keep this offense cooking. That's going to be play action, met by the face of Devontae Carlisle, our sack leader this season, who adds another one to the stats. 2nd and 17, 2-minute warning. If we can hold them to 3, we can go get more points of our own, more pressure. Anderson dodges the hit and takes off, gets pretty much all of that lost yardage back, and it's a 3rd and short. 3rd and 2, minute and a half, we're blitzing. We get him on the run, and he's going to throw it complete as he's hit. Completing the 3rd and short. Clock is under a minute now. 2nd and 11 for Anderson. Can they punch in another score? Pressure starting to heat him up, but now he's starting to use his mobility. This time, we don't let him get far, and they'll use a timeout. 3rd and 9, 2 timeouts for Arizona. 41 seconds in the half. Anderson by himself in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking for a man. Plenty of time, is going to take a shot to the back corner of the end zone. It's complete. Touchdown Wildcats. What a ball. What a read. And I think he got a foot down. They would review it and confirm it. But you know the aggressive nature. Head coach Stevie Balls wants more points with 3 timeouts in 34 seconds. Dump off to Jermecco Green out of the backfield to just pick us up a quick 1st down. And the Mean Green will use their first timeout. 28 seconds left before half. Baker by himself. Looking for a man, plenty of time. Baker not finding anyone. Baker just going to dump off. Bertone's got blockers. Randy Bertone is going to take that for a nice gain. Beautiful heads-up play from the veteran senior, Bryce Baker. Noticing he had receivers there to block for Bertone. Now we can hit Branson over the middle. That is going to be our 2nd to last timeout as we got out of bounds on the last play. 13 seconds left in the half. We're already within field goal range. Baker is going to let this play develop. Baker has an open seam. Baker is going to be able to walk this one in himself, trying to put his name in the Heisman runner candidacy list as we go into halftime. Arizona, not a bad half whatsoever, but the Mean Green offense is clicking, looking like the number 4 team in the nation. But the Wildcats are at home. They are receiving to start the second half. Only down 2 scores. Still anyone's game. Anderson, plenty of time over the middle. That's a dime on the run, and that's going to flip field position really quickly to start this 3rd quarter. The Wildcats are a touchdown away from this being a 1-score game again. Single back formation for Sawyer Anderson. They're going play action. That's another dime. Anderson's starting to get warmed up. This is not a kid you want to get warm. Pause. Here comes the blitz. They're getting a man back on the offensive line here. Running back, that's Silgia going in motion. Do we get the sack? We do get him from behind. Pause. Rico Wooten adding to his All-American stats. 3rd and 7. Can we hold him to a field goal? I wonder if they go for it again. Once again, way too much time for Anderson trying to get any pressure, and the hit jarred it loose. Nice play there from Carlisle as he is shaken up, but it is going to force the Wildcats to settle for 3 instead of going for a much-needed touchdown right there. Now I feel like if we go get a touchdown, we've really got this game in the palm of our hands. It would bring us to a 3rd and 5, though. A quick strike, and the extra muscle is going to have us inches short. You know the aggressive nature, head coach Stevie Balls, bringing out the QB blast. Baker takes the snap. Baker going to make a man miss. Baker has got open grass. Baker's going to take it all the way. Heisman Bryce Baker. Look at the kid in prime form. What a play. The blocks were beautiful. 3rd and inches for the defense. Can we get them off the field again? Up 18. They'd have to double their score. They'd still be down 1. And the defense does their job. At this point, we are trying to add insult to injury. We're going to run the ball. We're going to pass the ball. We're going to practice every game like it's the playoffs. Jermecco Green, I haven't even been focusing on him. He's having a fantastic game. Baker, QB blast, add the stats. Don't tell me it's another one. He's going to be just short, but 1st and goal and 154 yards. I should be abusing this QB blast more. 2nd and goal. last season with Bryce Baker. I got to do it more. Green up the middle. Blocks are there, and Jermecco Green with another touchdown added onto his senior resume. 3rd and 2 here, up 42-17 here in this 4th quarter. Baker, why not add another one on? That's enough for another touchdown. The QB blast is overpowered, our version of the tush push, and we would escape Arizona. I say escape. This was a routing in the second half, but a beautiful offensive game from start to finish. We win 49-17. Anderson, better luck next year. Oh wait, you're graduating. Bryce Baker, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, only 5 incompletions. You had a beautiful 259 yards. Is that a real stat? 3 touchdowns for Bryce Baker on 17 attempts. That's overshadowing the great game Jermecco Green had. Receiving yards, I mean, they kind of got spread out, nothing too crazy. This was a run-dominant game. And defensively, Deontay Ibrahim, along with Mike Strange, leading with 20 tackles combined, 2 sacks for Rashad Sterling, 1 for Rico Wooten and Devontae Carlisle. A very good conference win. We advance to 8-0 as we are taking on. We're still number 4. I'll take the disrespect. It's fine. We want to finish higher than the 4 seed this year. That's where we finished last year in the playoffs. We got the 4 seed. Our goal was to get a first round bye. Now our goal, if we can manage the 1 seed, I want the friggin' 1 seed. So here we go, baby. They finally added the college football playoff bracket for 29, and it looks like we would play the winner of Clemson or Louisiana, which would likely be Clemson, but don't sleep on Louisiana. They made the playoffs last year and won a game. They upset Texas, I'm pretty sure. And here we are in our conference standings, and this game's a lot less important because Boise lost 2 conference games since last week to Texas Tech and Virginia. That sucks, man. I really wish we would have gotten to play them in a much more important game. Still important for the culture, but they got a new QB in Ayatullah, the freshman, or was Romeo? Okay, they still got Romeo Goodley. Apparently he was hurt that game, which is probably why they lost. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully he's back. I want to play Boise State at their full strength. If you guys are unaware, we got history with Boise State. We added them to the American Conference in year 2 and then proceeded to lose the conference championship to them in year 2. It was 24-17. Great game. In year 1, we won the American Conference Championship. Year 3, I'm pretty sure they beat us again in the regular season, but they did not make the conference championship. We won, and then last year we finally beat them for the first time, but it was still a really good game. We're back on the blue field. Romeo Goodley is healthy for this one. Here we go. 1st and 10. We're sending a blitz. Goodley is under pressure, and he's going to go down. Nathan Stephen is there, and that is a huge loss right there. 3rd and 16. Can the defense do its job? Get momentum here early on the road. 3rd and 16. We've got plenty of time for Goodley. That's going to be a penalty. Is this coming back? Doesn't matter either way. It's a hold on Boise State, and that was well short anyway. 3 and out. Defense does their job, and Bryce Baker is officially in the Heisman convo after that ridiculous game last week. Let's go ahead and add more on. 1st and 10, QB blast. Baker has some blocks, not super aggressive there, but still an 8-yard gain. We'll take that every day of the freaking week. 2nd and 2 here from the shotgun. Baker over the middle is going to have Shakir Capps, who turns a 5-yard gain into 25, and that's what I'm freaking talking about, man. 2nd and 4 for Baker. Looking at his options, we're going to stick with the run here. Jermecco Green, beautiful blocks again, is going to pick up a solid gain right there. Moving the chains, a quick 14 to start the day for him. 3rd and 3 from the shotgun is Baker, taking the snap again. Looking over the middle, Branson has got it in stride, and Branson's going to go down 1st and goal here. Trying to take advantage of striking first and the advantage of receiving after half. Green, up the middle, is going to be patient. Call him Le'Veon Bell in his prime. Finds the open hole in the blocks, and we'll take that one in for a mean Green touchdown. 7-0 to start this one. Boise has never, I don't think we've blown them out once. The one time we beat them, it was close. Here we go. Goodley, play action. That's a dime downfield, already into mean Green territory, taken down by Mike Strange, and that'll get Boise's offense going here. 2nd and 8, 2 minutes left in this 1st quarter. They're going to go play action here. Goodley is going to have a strike outside to the receiver. That's going to be taken down. 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here is Goodley again. Gonna take the snap. Looking for a man. Pressure, non-existent. All the time in the world, a missed tackle from Fabian, and what should have just been moving the chains is now 2nd and goal for Boise State. 30 seconds left. They're going to go with the run again, and that's a beautiful run defense stop right there. Fabian and Rico Wooten combined for the tackle there, bringing up a 3rd and goal. Last play of the first quarter. Goodley has his tight end. Touchdown, Boise, and that'll get them some momentum, ending the first quarter right there. 1st and 10 for Baker. Gonna look over the middle again. There is Shakir Caps, who turns that drag into cha-ching money machines as we are in Boise State territory, just like that. From the shotgun, Baker trailing, looking for a man. Baker gonna fire over the middle. Marler on the comeback. Juke is gonna bring that one in and bring it in for a solid gain right there as we are on the 29 of the Broncos. Here is Baker again as he goes down. Ball's on the ground. Pick it up. No! Boise State with the sack fumble recovery. And just like that, they've got momentum here at home. 3rd and 7 for Romeo Goodley. A quick strike, an absolute dime right there. Boise State gonna go down in mean green territory. North Texas's defense trying to get off their heels here. Goodley from the shotgun. Gonna take the snap. Searching for a man. Gonna take a shot to the tight end who goes up to heaven and brings it down. What a throw and catch right there. Taken down at the 1. A tight end made that play, and Boise State just walks it in, reclaiming the lead, man. You cannot get rid of these feisty Broncos, man. We go up 7-0. That's a quick 14 response from there. Here we go, 1st and 10. On the screen pass, Randy Bertone using his blockers wisely and turns that into a 20-yard gain. 2nd and 13 here for Baker, trying to get this game tied up before half. From the shotgun, they're sending pressure over the middle, overthrows Branson. If we don't pick up this 3rd and 13, we are in trouble. Baker gonna audible Branson here on a slant. They're not going for it in this blue field. Baker from the shotgun takes the snap. Looking for a man, taking a shot to Taps! Diving catch, what a throw and catch to keep this one going. My goodness, threading the needle there. And Baker gonna look to take off again. He's going to take off. Plenty of space to pick up the 1st down and a little bit more. Don't want to see him take a hit right there, but that's fine. 3rd and 3, we send out the QB blast. Beautiful blocks. Baker has enough space to run it in, adding on to his yearly total and trying to keep his Heisman hopes alive. 14 all. Romeo Goodley and Boise State looking to capitalize here before halftime. Another dime to the tight end. They'll use their 1st timeout. Another classic between North Texas and Boise. That's why I added them to this conference, man. They're ready. They're here to compete. 1st and 10. Another dime. This tight end is a problem, and Goodley is playing fantastic right now. A minute left here in the first half. 1st and 10. Goodley from the shotgun takes the snap. Not enough pressure. Another dime, and it's the tight end. Again. 30 seconds left, 1 timeout, running clock. Goodley, 3rd and 3, takes the snap, looking for a shot to the end zone. Goodley, plenty of time, is just going to convert the 1st down. Broken tackle. That'll be their last timeout. 2nd and goal here with 21 seconds. Need to pick up a sack or force a turnover here, or at least just hold them to 3. 2nd and goal, motion man. Goodley going to take a shot. Beautiful route concept, as the Broncos are going to reclaim the lead here. 21-14 going into half, man. That would be huge for this program. They're 4-4 on the year, probably not going to make the playoffs, but taking down a top 4 team in the nation would be unbelievable. 1st and 10, 21-14. Baker hands to Jermecco Green. Just a friendly reminder, we have not lost in Big 12 games since joining the Big 12 Conference in year 4. We're now in year 5. 1st and 10. Baker to open the 3rd quarter. Has some space to take a shot. Green bean. Alex Marler hangs on to it. Jumping grab. It has been tough to get him going in the deep game this year, but that's a good sign to see. trying to tie this one up. Baker going to take his shot. That's going to be complete to Caps. 3rd and 2 here as we try to punch this one in. 21-14, trying to tie this up. Green gonna have the blocks to run it in, and Jermecco Green is getting warmed up. Was injured for the first half of the season, but has really found his stride these last few games. 21-all, a cinematic game at Boise State so far. Goodley out of the backfield. It's the same freaking tight end. Another first down for him right there. Water break. Oh. You guys ever just drink water the wrong way? As another run for Boise State is quite successful. Oh my goodness, my throat hurts so bad. It went down the wrong pipe. Pause. 1st and 10. Broncos on offense here from the shotgun. Here is Goodley. They're going to go play action. It's a read option for Goodley, who's got some open grass, and he will get tackled after moving the chains. 2nd and 10, giving Baker a taste of his own scrambling medicine from the shotgun. They're going to go read option again. This time we get off the block. That's a nice play from Nathan Stephen to get him down here for a 3rd and long. 3rd and 12 here for the Broncos. Takes the snap. Goodley looking for a man. Plenty of time. Going to take the dump off, and we're there to hold them to just 3. Is that what they're going to do? They are going to settle for 3 here on 4th and 4 to reclaim the lead. This is our in to potentially reclaim the lead. Boise State, the field goal is good. 24-21, back on offense here. Baker has had an excellent day on offense today. That's another clean strike to Shakir Caps. He'll bring up a 3rd and 3 right here. Busting out the QB blast. Looking audibles. Baker settles on one. From the shotgun, takes the snap. Eventually he will, one of these days. Looking for a man. That's a quick strike. Branson goes up and gets it. What a play. At half field now, they're giving us the coverage we want for the QB blast for Bryce Baker. Does he have enough space to get this one away? Baker, could he take it all the way again? Oh my goodness, he is so dangerous in open space, but still a remarkable gain there on the blast. We'll do it again. They're just going to keep spamming it again. A 9-yard gain right there. 85 yards on the day. One more time. I guess we got an audible here. Not looking good. Baker from the shotgun. Going to take the snap. Looking for a man. Throws it to the running back. No! A terrible read from Baker. That should have been a pick 6. Breton brings him down. But a crucial red zone turnover. Are we looking at another Boise State upset in this rivalry? It'd be our first Big 12 loss, as well as our first regular season loss in the regular season. I guess I just said that. Since year 4. Oh my goodness, 3rd and 1. 7 minutes left in the game. Can our defense pull off a miracle, get them off the field? We just need to hold them to 3 to keep it to a 1-possession game. Nice play there from Ibrahim, and they will punt. 2nd and 11 here, backed up. 6 minutes left in this ball game. Baker from the shotgun takes the snap. Looking downfield, Baker tries to escape. He's going to be met. It's a loss of 1. Boise State out-sacking us. That's a rare occurrence for any team to play against us. Baker from the shotgun needs to pick up 12 here, not take a safety. He finds Marler well short of the first down marker. But you know the aggressive nature at Coach Stevie Balls. We're not punting this back. 4th and 4. Baker from the shotgun. Looking for a man. Has Caps wide open on the slant right there. Shakir Caps is going to keep this drive alive. If we can waste some time here, 3rd and 4, I wouldn't mind a walk-off touchdown here. 3rd and 4 from the shotgun. Baker scanning his options here, takes the snap. Baker gonna take another shot. Shakir Caps, the reliable hands, will bring that in, keeping the chains going. 1st and 10, 3.5 left in the game. Boise sending pressure. Baker scrambling out, gonna hit Caps again. Caps has got another first down at 2nd and inches. 1st and 10 here. Caps with a great season so far. Sending Marler deep. Do we have the one-on-one? It doesn't look like it. We are going to take a shot to the tight end, Branson. Branson turns the drag into a nice gain right there. 2nd and 9 here for Baker. Letting the clock run even more out of the 2-minute warning. Who else? Shakir Caps is going to turn the drag into a monster gain deep in the red zone. A touchdown wins it, a field goal for overtime. 2nd and 7. 47 seconds. Baker out of the backfield, gonna hit Bertone. Bertone has got space. The RB2 finds the end zone. North Texas, the same way we have won so many games this year against Texas, against A&M, and hopefully now if our defense can hang on against Boise State, it comes with a walk-off last-minute touchdown. But that's a dime! Romeo Goodley not going down without making us stress. 10 seconds left here. 2nd and 6. Romeo Goodley from midfield, trying to make his home crowd happy, taking down a top 5 opponent. From the shotgun, motion man is the running back. Goodley gonna hit him on the angle route. We're there. He breaks a tackle. That'll be their last time out, and they gotta go for the win here. Field goal does nothing. 3rd and 1. We've seen Memphis pull this off before. Does Boise State have a Hail Mary miracle in their bag today? Goodley from the shotgun, a quick strike wide right away. It's complete. Get him down. Oh my goodness, they did not take the Hail Mary shot to the end zone. He did break some tackles though, but we escape another close game. Baker wins player of the game. Beautiful passing, beautiful running as well. And we have now evened up our Dynasty series 2-2, winning our last 2 against Boise State. Wow, oh my goodness. The defending American Conference champions from year 2 and year 4 put up a great fight. 2 absolutely battle-tested games from the squad. We advanced to 9-0, still undefeated in our quest to win our first national championship in year 9. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. I will try to keep these going daily. The surge in subs has been incredible lately. I'm going to get to editing the next College My Career video now. So thank you guys for watching and have a great day.